everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Turnips to Tangerines, where I share recipes and ramblings from my everyday life. Today we are going to make an easy recipe, and probably one that you've looked at many times. It's on the back of this container of Hershey's cocoa, and it is for favorite hot cocoa. And it's for on the top of your stove, and I'm using my little burner today, and it makes enough for, what does it say on here, 6 servings. So, but we're going to be using this. I had some left in here, and I thought, well, I've always wanted to give it a try, so I thought, why not? So the first thing we're going to use is we're going to take our sugar, which is a 1/2 cup of just plain old white sugar, granulated sugar, and put that in our pan. And then we are going to add our cocoa, and that is a 1/4 cup of cocoa. And that isn't very much when you think about it. And that, oh, it smells good already. And then we're going to just add, and I just put it in this little teaspoon, just a dash of salt. I'm just going to quickly stir that around just for the heck of it here, just to mix it up. And then I'm going to stir in a 1/4 cup of hot water. Just plain old tap water that I heated up in the microwave till it was hot. And I'm going to stir all this together. So far, so easy. It sure does smell good. My mom used to make this for us when we were younger. That was way before the Swiss Miss days, where, you know, you bought the little packets of hot chocolate and heated up your water and you were good to go. So that was way before then. And every once in a while on a Sunday afternoon when it would be really cold out and we'd come in the house after playing outside or going sledding, or we'd like to go ice skating down at Jones Park in Appleton, we would come home and she'd make us some of this good old-fashioned hot chocolate and some popcorn, and that would be our supper. Usually on a Sunday night, my dad would be working or something, and 11 to, or the 3 to 10 shift or 3 to 11 shift, and we'd come home and that would be our supper, and it always tasted really good. You wouldn't think it would, but it did. So, and now I'm going to cook, and I'm going to stir over medium heat, and I'm going to wait till it comes to a boil. I have dogs that are killing each other once again in the background here. And so I guess we're just going to let them kill each other. Really not much I can do about it. They always do that when I'm doing this. They were just almost sleeping. Hey, 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 Juju, Juju. No, 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 no. So I'm just going to let that come to a boil here. Like I said, I'm using my little burner, and I forgot to turn it on, which I usually like to do, just to heat it up. And it also calls for 4 cups of milk, which I have right here, waiting to put in here. I'm reading this as I'm going along here. It says, cook and stir over medium heat until mixture boils, and then you got to boil it for 2 minutes. Okay, well, we got to get it up to boil in here. I can tell you one thing. Oh, that smells just like chocolate syrup. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, boy, that tastes pretty darn good. Yeah, you can see why we liked this. So, I'm just going to let it sit here and come up to a boil. Boil it for 20 minutes, yeah. I think I'd be a little burnt. 2 minutes. There we go. I think it's bubbling here a little bit. I'm just going to put that right here. So I don't think I've made it ever since. And I might have made it one time when my kids were little. And I think they preferred the Swiss Miss or whatever. I also have some over here in packet form that I picked up, and I never used it before, and it's Hershey's hot cocoa mix, and it's milk chocolate flavor, and it's made with real milk. So they do have this out also, if you don't want to go through this. But I've never tried this, but I assume it's good, because Hershey's is, you know, good chocolate. So you can always buy that. Ooh, now it's starting to burn, or boil, not burn, hopefully. Boil, yes. And we gotta let it boil for 2 minutes. Okay, well, I'm gonna be watching the clock, because you don't want to burn chocolate. If you've ever burnt chocolate before, it doesn't smell very good. Okay, keep an eye on it over there. Ooh, that looks yummy. Like I said, I bought this at the store. It came with 6 little individual packets here. And you add 3/4 cup, 6 fluid ounces of hot water. And you stir. So it should be good, like I said. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Hershey's is good chocolate. I'm going to stir it here. And I'm going to just stir it a little bit here. I'm going to just turn it down to medium. I have it on high, like I said. The burner wasn't going too good. My grandma used to make a really good chocolate cake with chocolate frosting. And I'm wondering if she used what was on the back of this, because it says here Hershey's Perfectly Chocolate Frosting and Hershey's Perfectly Chocolate Cake. And I have to say I've made both of those, and it is good. That's a good recipe. But I don't know if my grandma, I don't think she made. I looked at it and I thought maybe she did, but I think hers was just a little different than this one. I think so. Frosting, maybe. I don't know. I guess I'd have to dig it out and look. So I'm going to add 4 cups of milk. Oh my goodness. I don't know where that came from. No, I didn't sneeze into my hot chocolate. I could have, but I didn't. There. Ooh, there we go. Doesn't that look yummy? Okay. And we're going to heat it through, and you don't want to boil it, because if you've ever boiled milk before, that can also be a big mess. So this isn't a recipe you're going to go make and walk away. Now when you really think about it, now this is almost done already. And by the time you heat up your microwave and open up your bag and pour that in and stir it around, it really doesn't take that much longer when you think about it. Nice. Look at that. Ooh, yum. Yum, yum, yum. And I have marshmallows over there. Turn that up just a tad. After this is done, then we stir in this vanilla when we remove from heat. And it takes 3/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And you stir that in when you remove it from the heat. And that's about it. But on the back of the package here, I'm going to just try not to stick it in there too far. The back of the package here, it has Hershey's Perfectly Chocolate Cake recipe. It has Hershey's Perfectly Chocolate Frosting recipe. And then right in below that is your favorite hot cocoa. And it makes 6 servings according to that. And there's also one here, where is that? On the side, that is Perfectly Chocolate Hot Cocoa, and it's a single serving, and it's for your microwave. And it also tells you, which I thought was nice too, at the bottom here of this, is it shows you the different tablespoons here for, you know, plus this equals that, and which I thought was kind of nice because sometimes you just don't have chocolate in your house, or, you know, baking chocolate or bittersweet chocolate. So that's kind of nice to know, that little draft, I guess you could call it, on the bottom there. It says 3 level tablespoons of cocoa plus a tablespoon of shortening or oil equals 1 ounce of unsweetened baking chocolate, excuse me. I don't know about you, but I never have unsweetened chocolate in my refrigerator, or in my house, ever. A refrigerator or house. I suppose you could keep it in your refrigerator, but I never have it. And 1 level tablespoon of cocoa plus 2 teaspoons of shortening plus 3.5 teaspoons of sugar equals 1 ounce of semi-sweet baking chocolate. And that's good to know too. So, if you want frosting or something like that. And this is just starting to get hot now, I can tell. And we're going to let it sit here for just a minute. I have some peppermint junior mints that I just love. I wonder what that would have tasted like. I would have put one of those in here. It might have been a gloppy mess, but maybe that's an experiment for next time. But, ooh, that's nice. Very nice here. I'm going to let it sit a minute. And I'm going to just take my spoon and taste it and see how hot it is. I'm not double dipping though. Oh, that tastes very good. But it's not hot enough yet. So I'm going to let this sit. And I'm going to quick show you those junior mints. I love these things. My granddaughter and I just love these. They are called the Junior Mints. My granddaughter Willow and I love these. They're Junior Mints and they're peppermint crunch, and they are really good. And they're, the top is crunchy, and then the inside is just your regular, you know, peppermint flavored. These are good. So I gotta find something to do with these this year, whether it be fudge or cookies or something, instead of just eating them. I bought four packages of them, and I've already got one package open, and so that's, I wanted to make something with them this year instead of eating them all, which I just love anything peppermint like that at Christmas time. That's what they look like. Yeah. I don't know what it is about me and mint, but I love it. Holidays aren't the holidays without mint. I don't care. Yeah, I'm just the same inside. Why I love these. Oh, wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit a minute. And I'll be right back. Ooh. Yum, yum. Ooh, look at that. Yum, yum. Yum. Make all your dreams come true. Hershey's homemade hot chocolate. Nothing better. Gotta try it. If you haven't tried it in years, or if you've never tried it, give it a try. You will love it. Oh, yes. Now that's good.